Alright, so reacting to chills, top 15 scary videos that'll even frighten the fearless. You'll get frightened, it basically says. So let's go.
Number 15. Just a prank. YouTuber Lance Stewart has always had his critics when it comes to his paranormal videos, but in this video, Lance
Yo,
doesn't claim he got possessed, but rather
man,
someone else who is just participating.
bro,
They are doing a Ouija.
why is that the first thing we see? First of all, why is bro even testing it? I don't care if I believe it in it or not. You think I'm testing it for real? Like, be honest. Like, would you actually test that theory? Like, would you want to see? Because I don't think we will want to know. Like, man, I don't want to know. Like, I
Board
don't care.
challenge and actually managed to capture some interesting paranormal moments, most notably at the 8-minute and 42-second mark
Nah,
when the camera
dude.
picks up an unknown voice saying turn it off.
Oh,
Is it I love you? Yes.
Is the ghost implying that it does not
what's wrong with her? Why is she tweaked? See, sometimes I can't watch Chills because I feel like Chills be just. Nah.
want to be filmed? Maybe this
Yo,
is a warning they should have
yo,
heeded, because later in the day, well after they are done with the Ouija board,
yo,
Lance finds his ex-girlfriend Lizzie
yo,
acting very strangely.
yo,
She's lying on the bed with her eyes rolled
dog.
back, not saying a word. Lance sounds extremely concerned when she says it's just a prank. Do you think she was telling the truth, or did whatever possessed her just want to give Lance a false sense of security?
I don't
Either
know,
way,
man.
this video should serve as an example of how you need to exercise massive caution when using a Ouija board.
For real.
Number 14.
People be thinking
Insect
that junk is a joke. I
encounters.
don't test it neither
Soft
way.
rain falls in the desert and sends all sorts of creatures scurrying for cover, including this unwanted guest. Watch this part and be sure to translate what they are saying here if you can
No.
understand.
شلون مت؟ الله يحمانا وياك ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. الله
I
يكفينا شره.
can't register any
A
of that.
giant upside-down scorpion makes its way across the top of his tent towards the camera with its arms open and pincers extended. It looks
Nah.
highly aggressive and possibly poisonous, but any help identifying its exact classification and behavioral traits would be appreciated.
That mug coming for him.
Number
He said, "What's
13.
good?" He said,
Scary
"I'm getting
videos
I'm
filmed
getting
on
some."
airplanes.
What?
Most of the passengers have on headsets and are watching a mid-flight movie, but one of them sees a reoccurring image and takes out their phone. This brief clip is the final instance of what they saw. Floating up from one of the seats is a formless
What?
mist that briefly swirls into the
That's
shape of
fake.
a twisted face and disappears.
That's fake.
All airlines are smoke-free nowadays, but I suppose that could be another possibility. Number 12. Icy encounters. One day, a YouTuber named Michelle Burse and her friends are startled to find something burrowing beneath the ice.
Oh my bridge.
What the heck is that?
Wow.
Like an animal or something?
Imagine a school that prepares you for life beyond the classroom.
Fred.
At Destination's Career Academy of
Like, what are we doing?
They are positive that something is causing the ice to crack and splinter as it digs a path under their feet. While I do see what they think, I'm pretty sure that this is just the formation of ice in real time. Still, I'd like to get
Probably.
your opinion to confirm. If I'm wrong, then I have no idea what could be shifting the ice like that. Number 11.
Ugh.
Stranger encounter experiences. Joe
What?
Rob TV sees something on the side of the road that's so creepy, he isn't even sure if he was imagining it or not, so he has to take a second look. This
What?
time he has his camera ready to record.
What the?
What is he
Oh,
doing?
what the? Oh, what the?
The strange person slowly approaches with their hands in their pockets,
What?
almost like they've been expecting him, and Joe Rob quickly speeds off. It's hard to tell if they are wearing a Halloween mask, or if their facial features are really that oversized and distorted in real life.
Dude.
If they are wearing a mask, it must extend under the shirt, because I can't see where the mask ends and their
Bruh.
neckline begins.
His face looks
Number 10.
wild.
Pet dog mysteries. On their last walk of the day, Redditor Gaddon420 and his dog heard something chilling in the woods. Listen
what?
closely.
Oh, nah, we got a creature in the woods, man. Burn it all
Let's
down.
hear it again.
We gotta burn it all down at this point. Let it burn. Honestly, just let it go. We just don't need to enter the woods.
Many in the comments think it's a fox, others think it's a vixen, which according to one Redditor, sounds like someone having their life ended.
For
After
real.
listening to recordings of fox screams, I'd have to agree, that is what a fox says. Number 9.
Probably is a fox for real.
Chilling videos captured in Russia. Russian YouTuber Eugene from Dark Mystic captured something in his home. Let's take a look. First, it shows
This
up
is
in the
his home?
darkened window behind him.
У них начались какие-то шорохи, шумы, падения. И самое главное, что мне больше
Йоу.
всего понравилось в этом письме, то, что они говорят, мы стояли ошарашенные, и поднимается ни с того, что такой предмет. Я не помню, какой он там в описании предмет. Вопрос, говорит, поднимается в
Bruh.
воздух.
Did you see the figure moving in the window?
Yeah.
Then, while inside, he hears something.
Опа,
What?
это что такое?
And bro said he live here?
Nobody answers. Later, as he's
Bruh.
capturing video under a crawl space, another disturbance is heard.
Just abandoned place.
Ой,
Where are these sounds? Okay. Time to go home. We're leaving. What's good? No, thank you.
откуда взялась-то?
Then, in the shed, he sees two glowing eyes.
Так попробуем запечатлеть.
What?
Ой. Я таких глаз-
Nah.
Я так и не вижу. Смотрите, глаза.
It's time to go home, coach.
Пошел-ка я за фонариком, сейчас посмотрим.
The eyes disappear. Do they belong to whatever phantom is causing such mayhem in his home? Or was all
Probably.
that racket caused by a cat or other animal?
Probably
But then
a phantom.
What about the figure in the window? I think Eugene should look into this further to find out what exactly he's dealing with.
Better yet,
Number 8.
burn the house down. We don't
Biker
need to deal with it at
incidents.
all.
A YouTuber named Musafir Vlogs is biking through India late at night when something causes his bike to stop working. They later claimed during this part to have felt a spirit close by, and upon starting their bike heard a voice. I'm not sure if I hear it or not, but since this video has a lot of likes and so many people who claim to hear it, maybe I'm just not listening correctly. I think
Okay.
I might hear a gulping noise at 7 minutes and 18 seconds.
What is that? Yo.
Sounds like someone taking their final breaths underwater. Tell me what you hear.
Bruh.
Number 7. Schools of Spirits. I apologize for the poor quality of this video, but the backstory is too good to pass up. The Newcastle High School in Indiana received a notification from their security company that something weird was going on. So they looked at the CCTV videos to see exactly what the problem was.
See here, the lights are off in the choir room.
I'm actually freaking out right now.
The power goes out.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
This is scaring me.
Some
What?
thinking that the power going off is weird enough, but look what happens when it comes back on.
The lights are on. What the?
You
What?
see that? The light came on.
I'm no electrician, but if the lights in the other room were off before the power outage, then they shouldn't come back on unless someone was in the room to mess with the switch.
Right.
But as far as anyone knows, it was late at night and the school was empty, so I don't know how this could be.
Nah, that's
Number
weird.
6. Chilling videos from Mexico. You expect to come across witches at night, but in the broad light of day, somehow that's even scarier. Published in July of 2019,
Nah.
this video purports to show a witch spotted in Mexican ruins. A man is shown
Who the heck is
exploring
that?
the ruins. Little does he know,
Nah.
over his left shoulder, At a short distance glides the shadow of a witch. At first the men are oblivious, but as they turn around and walk back towards the entrance, the figure appears again. This time not lurking in the shadows, but rather in the light of day. The men are aware of its presence this time, and as they start to exclaim, the witch takes flight, up and away, hopefully as far away as humanly possible. The video is certainly blurry, which makes determining what this figure actually is quite difficult.
Nah, dude.
Number 5.
Skip that. What are we talking
Stuck
about?
and Scared. Matt Petrez thinks this dark and empty hotel elevator looks strange, but he doesn't want to take the stairwell, so he gets on anyway.
Nah,
It's a
see,
long
if
and
an
creepy ride in
elevator
total
looked like
darkness
that,
does not end
I'm
well.
not getting on.
Matt knows he has made a mistake as soon as the doors shut, but it's too late to do anything other than stare at the numeric red panel as it counts down the floors. Then on the 5th floor, this happens. Matt claims the elevator stopped moving and he was stuck for a long time. I guess he could have just covered the camera with his hands and made the story up, or maybe something bad really did happen on the 5th floor to cause this potentially paranormal elevator ride. Number 4. In case of fire, a fire erupted at St. Anthony School in Octono Falls, Wisconsin on February 21st, 2012, damaging the interior beyond recognition. At the time, the school had 42 students. Portions of the exterior of the 55-year-old school were visibly damaged. A layer of soot and ash coated the attached St. Anthony Church.
Well, this one right here
Joel
looks
Sember said that
normal.
the parish was taking the fire very personally. In his words,
And here though,
this is part of their family, it's part of their community, and so they are taking this as if it happened to their home. While the fire was certainly devastating, the school was empty at the time, so at least no one was harmed. Father Sember noted that the fire could have been far more destructive had the fire department not been so efficient. The fire is believed to have been intentional, although it's unclear if they ever found the culprit.
hopefully they do.
Number 3.
Ew.
Accidental events. Some videos on the internet can haunt you. February 20th, 2003, Station Nightclub, a Great White concert. The headliner takes the stage seconds after they open with their Billboard hit Desert Moon. Pyrotechnics are launched by the tour manager as part of the spectacle. Little does he know that the acoustic foam located in the ceilings and walls around the stage will soon go ablaze. Most initially believed it was part of the show, but soon the crowd began to understand that this was not a controlled incident.
What?
The band's lead vocalist, Jack Russell, said into the microphone, "Wow, that's not good."
Bruh. I don't like these freaking ads, bro. These battleship ads. Like, what are we...
Before some of
Oh,
the
he
band
really
and their
said that
entourage
too.
fled the stage via the west exit. A stampede towards the main exit resulted in a bottleneck and trampling. Cameraman Brian Butler for
Bruh.
WPRI TV of Providence was there that night filming for a piece on nightclub safety. Some of his footage was released to national news stations. If you're wondering if you can stomach the footage, take notes from Redditor Buffalo8087, who writes, "The worst part is in the beginning there's so much screaming. Then as people are running outside you realize it's actually pretty quiet. Not because people calm down, but because you are actually listening to the people still inside." Number 2.
Yo.
Scary videos filmed by YouTubers. UBA is a rapper from Mexico with a fairly popular YouTube channel. Recently, he admitted to the police that he has been working for the New Generation Cartel, which is basically the Mexican mafia. He has taken at least 3 people's lives and even dissolved them in vats of acid. Now police are working hard analyzing his music videos to determine if he has ever confessed to anything else in one of his songs. After all, anyone in the video could be an accomplice, and every lyric or camera shot could be another potential piece of evidence. I watched a lot of his videos for more clues, and the only thing I noticed was how one setting in particular would repeatedly come up. It's always this small wooded area that's by some train.
Bruh. Dog, what we doing? Come on, like, I know this junk ain't tweaking. Internet doing just fine today, guys.
Train tracks. It
Okay.
could just be my imagination, but I can't help but wonder if maybe a fourth body would be found here if police were able to do some investigating in this area. Have you
Bruh.
ever wondered if there was a stranger living in your basement?
Hecky no.
Probably not. No one could pull that off without anyone noticing, right? But in September 2013, some university students at Ohio State answered in the affirmative to that very question when they discovered a secret room in the basement of their shared house, a secret room that showed every sign of having been occupied. The house in question had 3 floors and a basement. The first floor was leased to 5 roomies, while the upper floors were leased to 10 more. That's 15
Wow.
people total, but as it turns out, there was actually 16 people living there. The students had assumed the locked door in the basement led to a utility closet, but when the door was knocked down by maintenance workers, they discovered a room with framed photographs all over the walls and textbooks flung across the floor. To put
Bruh.
it simply, it looked like your average college dorm room. Only this roommate had been living there without anyone knowing. At least one of the residents had encountered the secret roommate. One student recalled heading downstairs into the basement when he crossed paths with the guy, who avoided answering when questioned about whether he lived on the first floor of the house. The
Bruh.
roomies changed the locks the night of the scary discovery and placed a note on their door telling their secret roommate to give them a call. Jeremy, a stranger to the home's other residents, did just that, and when he was confronted about living there rent-free, he was completely chill about it and left without causing an uproar. The residents blamed the leasing company for this incident, with one of the residents, Hartman, saying they hadn't changed the locks from the year before, and the keys don't say "do not duplicate." There could be hundreds of people with keys to the house. Who knows? Perhaps there are hundreds of other secret roommates living in hidden chambers and basements across the world.
For
I've
real.
got a challenge for you. Since
that?
you've made it this far, why not like this video and hit subscribe in the
Like
next
it
5
up.
seconds? Because I upload 4 new scary videos every week. If you're curious about what I look like in real life, then go to my Instagram at DylanIsChillinYT.
You still got that same Instagram name, bro.
Number 1. Scary videos from Japan. This giant
Okay.
sky disturbance over Japan was captured on multiple cameras in 2013, so there's little doubt that it is real. The question then becomes
Yo.
not if this happened, but
Yo.
rather what caused it. I think that this was most likely a comet, but others claim this is clearly a failed Russian rocket launch or even a UFO. Watch this part and you can see how the comet becomes very bright as it hits Earth's atmosphere, and then fizzles out quickly. At the same time, I can definitely see how people would think this was a UFO blasting into deep space, or a rocket disintegrating. It does seem to kind of disappear without warning, so let me know which of these 3 possibilities you think it was.
Bruh. It was probably like, it could have been anything for real. We don't know what the freak it could have been, but dang. Shoot, that was chills. Man. Needless to say, I ain't getting no college dorms, so I ain't trying to live in a college dorm where I don't know if anybody else is up in that mug, okay? Like, cause they